One of the things that we did is that we went into the jungle with SENAFRONT. SENAFRONT is the border authority of Panama. And the craziest thing about it is the way that they work. And the sad thing about it is that nobody gives credit to these men. These men that they're dedicated to protect their borders, to protect their sovereignty, to fight against narcoterrorism in the jungle. That the jungle is huge. It's just humongous. It is big. And, migrants need to understand that SENAFRONT cannot be patrolling the whole jungle. The jungle is just, unimaginable in terms to territory. But the curious thing about this is the structure, the way that they are physically, mentally prepared for every task, the way that they described us and guided us to every part of the jungle as there were multiple mudslides, places where it was extremely dangerous, and explaining to us how everything was described and how migrants were going step by step, and ultimately also showing us places where migrants have, the cost of debt, and also, places where it was, a route that it was so difficult as unimaginable for people to cross with a child on the back of their on their back or holding it in front. It's just the way that the agents from SENAFRONT, the agents from Panama, the way that they are prepared, they are built in a whole different, a whole different stature. And as we were walking with them, the most sad thing about it is that nobody mentions the organization of SENAFRONT. Nobody, no mainstream media, and there has been so many international mainstream medias that they have gone in there, and nobody has mentioned their work. Nobody has given their credit, as it has been known, and has been viralized how so many hundreds of migrants they have rescued from this travesty that nobody told them to get in there. They already know the dangers that they are going to go if they get inside the jungle. And every single agent, they tell them, do not go in there. It is not recommended. And it is sad to see that nobody shows these kind of videos of the migrants saying thank you to the authority of Panama from rescuing them from the migrants getting into, this horrible journey. Well, we want to say thank you to the Panamanian authorities. They came and rescued us. They came and took us to safety. Thank you to the Panamanian authorities. We will forever remember this. We will forever remember this. But the thing that I will remember the most is that they save our lives. Thank you to the authorities of Panama. They came to rescue us. Thank you. Now, the other thing about it is that when all these international networks, that they get in there and they don't give the credit to SENAFRONT, they don't mention also the atrocities that they are going on inside the Darien Gap, rape robbery, people dying on their way of going up the hill because of the climate conditions, the exacerbated, humidity, the dangers of mudslides, being robbed, being assaulted, dying because of the river that grows so massively and takes away migrant camps, not making it out because of exhaustion. All of these things, these international networks, they have gone in there to basically so-called report. They only romanticize and they only victimize the whole situation, but they don't clearly, specifically say, this is the authorities that they are combating narcoterrorism, that they're helping most of the migrants. These are the atrocities and the dangers that they're going through. This is why open borders, it's a complete danger for humanity, for migrants. Migrant lives matter, man. These people's lives matter also. And if these people's matter, they need to construct and ultimately give the information correctly of what is going on inside of the Darien Gap, one of the most dangerous places in the world to migrate. It is not me. It is just on video. It is not me lying about it. It is just a reality of what is happening. And all these international organizations, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? As they are as a massive contamination inside of the Darien Gap, a massive environmental disaster, complete catastrophe. Not only that, the abuse that is occurring, and ultimately these NGOs, the United Nations, you don't see them there, but you see them where the business is at. And the ones that are responsible for the open borders that the United States, the current administration or the Biden administration that they have created because of these open border policies, the guys that they take over and the guys that they are willing to risk their lives to protect other migrants, it's SENAFRONT, the officials of Panama, that they are the ones that they are taking this responsibility because of the open border policies that are occurring right now in the United States of America. It is a reality, and it is because of that. Look at this video. We are right here with Lieutenant Guerra. We are at the foot of the Flag Mountain. This is a place where it has sheltered from 300 to 400 migrants. This is the Flag Mountain, from the route of Anachocuna to the shelter of the grandfather, better known as the Abuelo. I was watching the place. In the area, it is unrecognizable because of the multiple mudslides. And again, I reiterate, this place used to take between 300 to 400 migrants, between children, women, men, elderly people. And they used to stay here because you need to arrive at a particular time here so you can climb the mountain and go to the other side. The time frame will be that. If you arrive to this place around 12 o'clock at noon and 1 o'clock, you can actually have a possibility to cross to the other side of the mountain. But if you arrive after that time, you have to stay here and camp out. We have assisted a lot of people. We know that a lot of people do not talk about it, but we do our jobs under the institution rules. And we do this job without expecting nothing in exchange because they are human beings. So it is part of our institution to guarantee the sovereignty and security in our land. And because they are foreigners, we need to provide the security to guide them into the next checkpoint. As I was telling you, they used to stay here and camp out. I used to stay around here and patrol the whole day and rested. When I used to stay here, they just make sure that they are going to be secure. And then I will return back on the next day. I will return to guide them into the top. And we used to separate ourselves at night a little bit from the camp because of these security issues. We don't know who can come and interrupt the peace. So that is the reason why we used to stay and protect. That is correct. As you were mentioning, there are different missions that we do. One of them is against narcoterrorism and the protection of our land and our people. The other one is to rescue the migrants in these horrible conditions. We are trained for different types of missions. Of course, some of them are with specific training. But the most important thing is that we accomplish our mission with success. It all depends on what kind of mission we are going to execute, and that is how we apply ourselves on the field. real. Yeah, there's certain situations to the migrants that they go through that we do not want them to see. Sadly, there's different circumstances in their countries that they push them to do this horrible journey. And a lot of these families, they don't have nothing to eat. And they exile from their countries, and sadly, they have taken this route, this way to migrate that is around that it is really complicated, really difficult, and that a lot of them, they don't accomplish making it out. A lot of them then, when they come out physically and mentally destroyed. But we are here to support and to give them guidance out of this jungle. Yes, we have helped a lot of migrants with their luggage, with their food. We have helped kids that they are starving. We have given out our food for them to eat. And we have been in places where there's a lot of children, and it's sad to see, and we give out our food. And it is a reality. It's sad. But they have to throw away their food and everything that they're carrying because of the weight and the exhaustion. That is one of the reasons why sometimes they don't accomplish to go across, because they ran out of food or water. They dehydrate. A lot of them, they lose their lives. And if I had the opportunity to tell everybody that they go through here, no, I will tell you right now, do not come through here. This is not a safe place for children and women. Look to another alternative. Look another way to survive, because this way, it is really difficult. You are putting yourself in a big possibility, almost 100%, that you can lose your life. And since from the start, as you have seen, not a lot of people are going to make this journey, and it is really difficult, and you can lose your life. One last question. Do you love your country, and what is the most beautiful thing about your country? Of course, my country, my culture, my people. Sincerely, I will tell you, conversating with my colleagues, if I was in this situation like migrants, I will not migrate like that. I will stay in my country and look for a way to survive. But I will never put my life and my children through this. I will stay in my land. I will die in my land, like it is the law of life. Of course, my country is a beautiful country, and I'm really proud to represent my flag. Do you know, when we are in these kind of situations, other people from other countries come and they see our flag and they say, Panama, Panama. That makes me feel really proud. And I feel more proud because I'm helping another human being. It was 4 days that we spent with the authorities of SENAFRONT, 3 of them walking through the jungle, camping out late at night, and ultimately 1 day heading out on a piragua on a boat. We learned so much from them. One of the things that I have the utmost respect, it is what they put on their line and what they risk every day to fight narcoterrorism and to protect their sovereignty and to protect their land. But ultimately, the hunger that they have to do their job, it is just remarkable. No mainstream media that they have gone in through the Darien Gap, no mainstream media that they have been helped by SENAFRONT has given credit to the SENAFRONT officials and to the SENAFRONT Authority of Panama. We are the first ones that we are giving the 100% credit of what they have done as protection of their land, protection of their sovereignty, protection of the migrants, to guide them out of the jungle and to not risk their lives, and ultimately to fight narcoterrorism. This is a report from, 3 days spent inside of the Darien jungle.